foreigner taught me how to prepare meatballs in a different and very delicious way. To start the recipe, I place 2 finely chopped onions in the skillet. I turn on the heat and let the onions saute well until golden brown. Once they are nicely sauteed, I turn off the heat for a moment to continue. I transfer part of those onions to a large bowl where I will mix the ingredients. In that bowl, I add 1 pound of ground beef, 1 teaspoon of salt, also half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, 1 whole egg, and chopped parsley to taste, which adds a fresh touch. We mix everything very well with our hands to fully incorporate all the ingredients. With the meat well mixed, I take a portion and start forming the balls. I press with my hands until each one is well shaped and compact. You can mold them into spheres, pressing gently so they keep their shape. I've already formed all the balls. Now I set them aside for the next step. I go back to the onions we reserved earlier and add 1 carrot. I chop it into small pieces and saute it with the onions. I mix well so the flavors come together from the beginning. We add about half a cup of water to help cook the carrot evenly. With the base ready, I carefully place the meatballs into the skillet. I arrange them gently, one next to the other without piling them up. I cover the skillet and let them cook for 15 minutes. This is enough time for them to cook through and absorb flavor. They're perfectly cooked now, so I carefully remove the lid. The meatballs are now done. I now take out 5 tablespoons of the broth that formed at the bottom of the skillet. This broth is full of flavor and will be the base for the creamy sauce. Into that broth, I add about 7 ounces of heavy cream. We also add 2 level tablespoons of all-purpose flour. I mix everything very well with a spoon or whisk until no lumps remain. It's important to stir until we get a smooth and well-blended texture. Ideally, it should become a lump-free sauce. Now, I pour this creamy mixture over the meatballs in the skillet. I gently coat each one so they're all covered with the flavor of the sauce. I cover the skillet again and let it cook for 5 more minutes. I uncover and gently stir to avoid breaking the meatballs. Use a wooden or silicone spoon to move them gently. That way we avoid sticking or breaking them apart. If you like, you can carefully turn them so they cook evenly on all sides. We slowly turn them until they're nicely coated with the sauce. I finish with chopped fresh parsley on top to decorate and add aroma. This touch is a must. It adds freshness and enhances the dish. And now finally comes that long-awaited moment to serve and enjoy. Let's taste these creamy meatballs. They're absolutely spectacular. The dish is full of color, aroma, and flavor. I love meatballs,